Hear you there. What was that?
Is this Mr. Colton Wood?
Yes, yes, it is.
Hey, how's it going, sir? It's Officer Gomez of the Hammond Police Department.
Yeah.
Hey, how's
Okay.
it going, sir? What's going on
Well,
today?
not good.
You put a call in for harassment from Malcolm May or May Malcolm?
Yes. Yeah. And I've got video of the dude. He's a SoCal. He lives in Southern California, and he's got videos of him talking into the camera at length. He does personal vlogs. So we got an identity, and there's two penal codes here. 646.9 cyber stalking, which he's definitely doing, and 653.2, which is cyber harassment. And they're individual, they're separate. And he's.
Hey, sir, I'll be completely honest with you before you continue. So we really don't handle cyber crimes. Just our department doesn't really have the resources to handle that type of crime. So I'm just giving you a heads up.
Well, I'll do all the research for you. I'm the resources. I'll help you get it done. But all you need to be concerned with is the penal code. You need to put a complaint through to the DA to get him to file charges on this dude for 653.2, and the other one 646.9. These are penal codes. These are crimes. It's a misdemeanor. You can get up to a year in the county jail and a fine of up to $1,000.
Right. So, like I'm saying, we don't have a cybercrime department here.
Well, that's me. I'll do the investigation for you. I'll do the research. I've got computers, cameras, the whole 9 yards. You don't have to worry about the resources. You need to worry about the law. I'm a local resident. I live in this area. This is right now. He's doing hate speech and stuff right now. He defrauded me out of $250, and it's a flagrant violation of the law. You can't just say you don't have the resources. A crime is being committed against one of your citizens, and it's flagrant and repetitive. It's dangerous. You can't. You're just saying that the law doesn't apply because you don't feel like it. This man is committing crimes against me. He's continuing to do so, and he's not going to stop. And I am concerned for my safety. I do fear. He's military. And he was talking about how he had mental breakdowns and he wasn't okay and stuff. So he's a mentally ill, combat-trained person in my local area. And I think he's said several times that he would come do things to me. And he said he's in my neighborhood, like I'm up the street, blah, blah, blah. And I know they have my address because I got doxxed recently and we all know my address. It's, from the conversation with the 911 operator and stuff, it's on YouTube, so we all know the address. So this is an ongoing situation. Today he committed a crime, and he's likely going to do one tomorrow. Today, yesterday's was, listen here, you ponytail wearing faggot, okay? And that's another thing. There's a third charge, the harassing messages. I don't have that penal code right in front of me, the more serious ones, but the harassing messages, that's just an email. I got an email saying, hey, you ponytail wearing faggot. That's among the other things. So he's doing cyber stalking, he's doing cyber harassment, he's doing harassing messages. There's different components here, and it's pretty clear. Like, this is not...
So here's my thing, dude. How do you know this person? How did you come in contact with them?
I'm kind of famous. I'm a content creator, and he's a person that just saw my work and started following me, and he fell in with my bullies. I have a bunch of people that bully me, and they are all the same group. They're Trump-supporting, QAnon conspiracy theorists that think the Democrats are satanic pedophiles that sacrifice and eat children. And they're accusing me of being part of this. And that's another thing. Specifically, this law says the intent must be to cause unwanted physical contact, injury, or harassment by a third party. The law specifically covers them doing things like getting on the local Facebook group and stuff and saying, hey, this dude's a pedophile, this dude kills kids, this dude eats kids. They've been doing this shit for years. And telling people around me that I'm a child-eating pedophile. They claim that I'm Richard Crowe, Megan's Law pedophile. But I'm not Richard. Richard's one of my stalkers. And the only way I met him Like, I met him at a civil rights protest in 2015, 9.5 years ago. And I haven't been rid of it. His group is the same, but this dude is a newer. He's under protection. He's got cops in his family, but he's not the one. He made the Troll Brigade Mafia and caused the group of haters. But this dude is new, and this is fresh today. He was sending me a hate speech today. And also, he defrauded me out of $250. And he keeps sending me requests for money. And I've got business going on right now. I might make a mistake and hit the wrong button and send this dude money. Like, there's...
What do you mean by him defrauding you out of money? Did he just ask you for money, you provided it to him, and then he said, oh, this was actually for something else? How exactly do you mean by that?
I did a public video saying that I needed a co-signer so I can get my own place. I'm being forced to move soon. I don't have family. I don't have anyone in the world. So I was hoping that people have donated thousands of dollars to me over the years.
Dude. Where are you planning to take off to?
Don't worry about that. Hold on. Don't distract me. I put the public video out asking if any one of my I've got hundreds of followers now, and I've had, my biggest channel had like 10,000. I've had multiple channels with several thousand followers. So it's not out of the realm of possibility. And I put out a public thing asking, could anyone step up and be a co-signer so I can co-sign for this rental application for a company in the place I want to move to, and so I can get my own apartment. And he made a new account and messaged me and said, hey brother, I want to help you out. I want to make this work. I'm gonna work it out for you. And we negotiated a price, and he said he wanted a good faith payment of $250 towards $1,000. And I sent the $250, and then he ghosted me, and then a week later it was like, who dis? And he made a new account to do that. He makes new accounts all the time. There's more than one. The list I have right here of that I know are from him, Malcolm May is common, but he also used the name Penny McKendall, a female name, but I know it's the same guy. He'll send me messages from both accounts that say the same thing at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll say the same sentence about me being a faggot from one account, and 2 minutes later, from the other account, he sends the same thing. And these stalkers have many accounts. Like, this is just the one he's communicating to, but he's got hundreds of accounts. That's why there's a new name, and that's also where he came up with a new alias to befriend me, whatever you call that, to claim that he was going to be my co-signer, which is something I need real bad in life right now. I don't have, I'm screwed because I don't have a co-signer. I'm on disability. That's another thing. I'm on full disability. I'm autistic. So these people are abusing a vulnerable individual that's got enough fucking problems. And he's got, and the cyber stalking and cyber, there's two different ones, and he's doing both. And again, let me quote that. Specifically, this law says the intent must be to cause unwanted physical contact, injury, or harassment by a third party. So him posting I'm a child-eating pedophile, which he's done many, many times, that's a flagrant violation of that. Now, also, he tries to get my location, and there's video of me being...
You're saying that's a flagrant violation due to him saying that that's something that you do? Or is he, because he's not, from what you're saying and what you've been saying, it doesn't sound like he's specifically telling you directly that he's doing that to you.
Yes, and no bullshit. No, the emails that we're talking about aren't public comments, they're direct emails. His account to mine is just a private message to me, quote, I came across your pages on YouTube, you are a loudmouth faggot. Quote, are you a faggot? Quote, are you a pedophile? It just keeps going on. And these are, many of these, I'm looking at a list of people, just so you know, the people that are going to be watching this, the public is going to know about this, they're looking at a list of foul-mouth shit that he's sending to me. So he's doing multiple things, but the cyber stalking and the cyber harassment, the stalking part is one side of it, but this... again, an electronic communication device can include a wide range of devices, and it lists cell phones, smartphone, personal computer, all that. So the dude's sitting there on his phone, there's two parts to it: direct messages to me, and then posting on my channel, hey, on doxing too. They give my full name. I go by Mr. Wood only, but they give my full legal name. They'll give my numbers, my phone numbers, my address, and they keep saying I'm a pedophile and stuff. And they also say it on Facebook and the local groups and stuff, on the message boards. They've been doing this for years, for 9.5 years. And at the end of the day, Richard Crowell, a Megan's Law pedophile, is accusing me of being Richard Crowell, Megan's Law pedophile. But that's the irony of it. I'm not a sex offender. I don't have any sex offender charges on my record. I have nothing to do with the guy except I met him for a civil rights protest, and he wanted to film the police. He liked filming the police, and he thought we were going to have police action, but it turned out there were no police. It was just a civil rights protest over service dogs out of business. They didn't call the cops. They actually played nice for a minute and said, sure, we'll sell you a membership. Well, we never discriminated against you. And they turned around and canceled it the next month when I didn't have a film crew with me.
Right.
That was April of 2015. And it's still going on. But the harassment, that's the main group. This dude's doing it, yeah, but the main group telling people like him that I'm a child eating pedophile and getting him to attack me, that's also them doing it. So the group that misinformed him about me, they're doing the cyber harassment as well as this individual. But this individual, I've got identifying stuff about him and know who he is, and two, it's today, like right now, he's doing this. And he keeps sending me requests. He's sending me Cashapp requests. One for $300, one for $650, one for $7,000, another one for $7,000, another one for $1,500. Here's another one for $1,500, $2,500 here. He just keeps asking for money and sending the Cashapp request. And I've already sent him. He scammed me out of $250. But he's continuing to try to bilk me out of money. And he sent one with another account. There's a single one. Where is it? Chris Runyon. He asked for a deposit on my Cash App. And I look at the account, and sure enough, it's a brand new account. Just been made up. It's the same guy, I'm pretty sure. But I'm doing a bunch of business right now. I'm talking to people. I'm selling stuff online. I can't have hundreds of fake requests in my inbox. I got to be able to identify which are the real ones. I got real stuff going on too.
Great. So hey, here you go, sir. I got some information for you. Okay. So for one, like I said, unfortunately, just this department itself. I know you said you could provide all the resources, you got computers and all that. That's just not how it works, okay? I'm just gonna tell you straight up. All right. The other thing, all right, you can try to contact the California OES. All right, it's called the Government's Office of Emergency Services, and they handle cyber crimes. That is the biggest thing that they go off of. So
let me get a pen. That doesn't sound familiar. I don't.
Integration Center. Okay.
Hold on. Let me. I'm getting a pen right now. Hold on.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, go ahead.
Something that you can probably just look up, okay? If you look up Cal, so CALOES.
Oh, my pen's not writing. Hold on. Okay, CAL.
And then OES.
OES.
.ca, like for California.
.ca.
And then .gov.
.gov.
Okay, so when you look on there, look up the California Cybersecurity Integration Center. Okay, there should be some numbers and stuff that are posted on there, and it tells you what they do specifically. But they handle anything and everything that has to do with cyber crimes. Like I said, I was trying to look it up right now for just like Riverside County and stuff like that. Just look it up on just our side of it. It's just something that we just do not handle. So but
what do you? But hold on. What you need to do is to go to the DA with a complaint And once you start an investigation, they'll give it to another department. They'll find the resources or whatever. It doesn't matter that you don't have the resources right now. I'm the victim of a crime in your jurisdiction, and you're responsible. So even though you can't fully investigate it, you can begin the process.
I'm giving you the information so that way you can talk. You can talk to the direct person that will handle it. That's what I'm saying. So I actually have an email for you as well if you're able to jot that down.
Yeah, hold on. I've got a pen here.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Okay, so the email is going to be CAL, and then it's going to be CSIC, and it's going to be the @ and then it's going to be the CalOES.ca and .gov.
CALCSIC.
Yep. And then the @ and then the same thing like the little hyperlink, the CalOES.gov or .ca.gov.
And then at CalOES. .ca.gov.
Trust me,
Okay,
man,
Mom.
I've helped you before with the whole restraining order stuff and all that stuff. I'm not trying to just blow this off or anything.
Yeah, this isn't. She's talking to him too, but this isn't her. This is a larger scope.
Right? Have I steered you wrong, man? I helped you out with that. I gave you the information you needed, and you got all that done. Right?
And by the way, just take note of that for the record too. As far as me looking for another place and stuff, I offered to pay people $1,000 and shit to co-sign for me so I can get my own place somewhere else. I'm trying whatever I can, but I have not accomplished it. I am going to be homeless. I don't. My credit's not in the right place when I'm going to be homeless. And I have all this nice stuff. Like I set up myself with a business, so I took my disability back pay and invested it in equipment to run a business. And instead of trying to run the business, it's going to go to storage, and I'm going to be living in the woods. So this is not a mild thing. This is serious. Oh, and these stalkers are fucking dangerous. This is not a joke. They're not just harassing me. They think in their heads, they have themselves convinced that I kill and eat children, and they want to kill me. They want to hurt me. They want other people to hurt me. They're not going to stop. This is so clear, and this is what cyber stalking involves: using the internet and other electronic communication to threaten or harass a victim personally. And then cyber harassment involves sharing information electronically or online to encourage others to threaten or harass the victim. So we got them both. This is... If we just got one of them, if one person had to face charges, the rest of them will run like flies. They'd stop this nonsense, but it has to be done.
No, 100%.
Cyber harassment 653.2. It's a solid penal code. It's right on topic. Is there a way that I can file a complaint there that the police won't take action on a crime? Like, I got a person and I got a penal code, and is there a way I can complain about something not being done about that?
100%. If you want to go to the station and if you don't like the service that I provided, you can file the complaint against me. That's completely up to you. Like I said, I'm not blowing you off or anything. I'm trying to provide you with the information that I have, just based on what we have, and I'm just letting you know that isn't something that we normally handle, but that's why I'm trying to provide you the proper resources so you can handle.
Well, it's not something you normally handle, but couldn't you learn how and adapt to help a member of your community? Like, I'm the victim of a crime.
That's why I'm giving you the information.
I don't think an overarching state agency, I'm pretty sure what they're going to tell me is, there's the penal code, go to your local law enforcement, wherever you were when this happened to you. And right now, I'm here. You know where I live. You're my local, yeah. I'm in your jurisdiction.
Like I said, I've dealt with you before, and I've helped you before, so my information that I have provided before and the information I'm providing now isn't wrong. All right, I am providing you the proper information, the proper channels for you to go to.
And and what about non-cyber stalking stuff? What about hate speech? What about the faggot part? Can we just get him for saying sexual perverse things to me about me being a faggot? Like, the cyber stalking isn't the only thing he's doing. He's doing other stuff too. So, what about those crimes?
So those things, I'm gonna have to clarify some stuff on that. Okay, so. Like I said, I can contact my supervision and how they go on.
I don't have it pulled up right now.
Put that out as a hate speech, or are they just saying, well, that's his First Amendment right to talk, shit, essentially.
But sending messages that I can't, it's like calling someone's home phone over and over. He's sending, you should see the list in front of me. This whole list, I got a folder in one of my email accounts, a whole folder full of his shit. He's ringing my phone off the hook. In the old words, comparing it to old stuff, he won't stop messaging me. He won't. Just the number of cash requests he has sent. I mean, you guys will attack a panhandler for soliciting cash. This dude's soliciting cash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, on and on. 11. He's asked for money from me many times, 11 times in that little chunk right there. We're all watching this too. This video is going to be, they're like, well, surely there's got to be something scandalous about sending someone dozens of requests for money that you don't owe them. And I'm not sure about that $250. And anyway, he pretended to be somebody else to scam me out of $250. Isn't that a crime too? Like, I sent $250 to a person who I thought existed that doesn't really exist, that said they were going to help me with something, and that and I also, one of the reasons I did it is, besides hope that it work, is the electronic account. I have his account right here in front of me. It's SoCal Maverick 2. And we can identify his legal name and address and stuff through that, right? Like, wouldn't it help to have his identity?
Multiple accounts that he has?
Well, yes, he's got multiple accounts, but that's his money one. And you have to use a bank account to get that money, I think. So...
Well, who's to say this guy could have opened up any type of bank account with any name that was off of the fake ID? Like, you're trying to have me investigate something that has a lot of, like, whole bunch of factors, right? So just earlier today, we had somebody saying that they had a fraud occur, right? Money wasn't actually taken from their account or anything in that sense. But the thing is, they're like, well, I have an IP for this person. I'm like, okay, so just understand, if something gets stolen and something gets taken, that initial person that has it, most likely 9 out of 10 times, they sell it to someone else or give it to someone else, and then that person ends up getting prosecuted for a crime they didn't commit. So I'm not saying this person didn't commit it or did anything. I'm not trying to go against you on it or anything like that. I'm not trying to say any of that. All I'm just saying is that we need to have, like, formidable and undeniable proof to say, hey. But the thing is, too, yes, you are saying, hey, these are misdemeanors and all that stuff. This is stuff that a DA, because of the fact that it's a misdemeanor, they won't prosecute. They won't go to that full extent for it. And it's stupid that it works that way, but just how it is.
You know, it's funny because y'all arrested me and took me to jail on a misdemeanor the other night.
Right, no, so like I'm saying, like, so stuff like for, like, you know, a restraining order, things of that nature, like, yeah, there's something they could do more for. But something like this, that's more of a misdemeanor, and they're like, well, you know, in a sense, they may even say, well, it may be a misdemeanor, or it may even be a wobbler in the sense that it may just be an infraction. And they just change it all in one. So I can say, hey, we're going to throw this misdemeanor, this misdemeanor, this misdemeanor, and this is what the DA gets. And the DA goes, nope, and just drops all the charges. And then now nothing happens.
Could we at least have a conversation with the DA? Could you include me?
I know, but
I've never gotten to speak to a DA.
Just understand this too, dude. I'm a police officer. I don't have that type of authority to just go talk to a DA like that.
Well, don't you submit your complaints to a DA?
Those proper channels, because those people actually do talk to the DA because they're the detectives that have to, like, so the Cal OES stuff, that person's probably a detective or an investigator that specifically deals with these issues, and they directly talk to the Attorney General and they talk to the DA, and they can actually prosecute these types of crimes, and they can investigate it further because they have the technology and all that stuff on them to be able to do it. That's why I'm trying to guide you there, because I'm trying to get you the help.
I'll take a look. I'll follow up on my shit. I've got it right here.
Yeah,
I wrote it out real careful.
I'm trying to help you out. Like I said, the last time I've dealt with you, Matt, I gave you proper information and you got the stuff done, right? I didn't steer you wrong at all. And that's what I'm trying to do right now, too. You know, it sucks that it can't be like the exact way you want it to be, but at least I'm giving you information so that way you can do it in the proper channels. All right?
I've been trying for years and years on this, man. This individual dude is a new arrival, but the group that told him I'm a child eating pedophile, they've been going at it since 2015. So at some point, something's got to give. What can I do to force an investigation? Like to get the FBI involved?
Yeah, talk to that Cal.
Because you know I'm the guy.
That cybercrime specific investigation will help you out.
This is why I made the crazy threats and said I was going to kill a bunch of people and stuff, to force an investigation on this, to try to force someone to look into. Because if anyone ever does real research and they like subpoena the accounts that have messaged me, just the sheer volume of filth that I've been through, it'll all fall apart. Like the impersonation, you know, that's something else. I talked to your superior down there. One of the things the group does, and it's my biggest personal problem, my pet peeve, is the impersonation. They have an impersonation account using my face and my name, and it's caused all sorts of trouble over the years. It has hundreds of thousands of views. It says like 60,000, but there's other videos that were big that got taken down, and it takes away from the total when you do that. So I know it was over 400,000. And they've definitely found people and tricked them to thinking they were talking to me, they were talking to these stalkers, and it caused trouble in my personal life, my like high school girlfriend and stuff. And I got tricked because they had personal information. And so, but the impersonation is serious, and that's a long-standing problem, and all these players are part of it. They've been interacting with that account for years. So what about investigating flagrant impersonation? Because it's the most textbook impersonation you could possibly have. My face, my name, speaking as me, having a malignant purpose. They are trying to sow derision and interrupt my life, and they're talking to people that I know as me.
So what supervisor did you speak to here? Did you talk to detectives here? Did they tell you that? To
the watch commander. Well, back when I right after I got out of the 5150, when you all took me to the psych ward, in Hemet, inside the Hemet police station, I talked to him at length and gave him the information and stuff. But it's easy as hell. You just go on YouTube and look up my name.
Who was it?
Sorry, what?
Who was the name? What was the name of the supervisor?
I'm sorry, dude. I'm autistic, and one of my problems is remembering names. They're arbitrary, okay. And I don't. Like
I said, if you wanna,
skinny, gray hair. He was a watch commander.
I would say speak to the detective here. Come to the Hemet Police Department and speak to a detective.
Well, I already did, but you're an officer too. Couldn't you start an investigation for that? Well, the impersonation, surely you handle that. And they have financial fraud too. Like if you just hit the description box, they had links to GoFundMe to raise money off my sob story and my name. It's flagrant impersonation, and that's a crime. I don't have the penal code pulled up right now, but I've looked it up before. Impersonation is serious, and they did it to the most comical extent, and it had huge reach, and they've definitely tricked people. People have definitely spoken to them thinking they're talking to me.
I'm gonna just stop you there, dude. Okay, so we've literally went from one thing to another to another to another.
Yeah.
You essentially want me to handle everything and every problem that you have in your life. Okay, I've already provided you the information for the first thing you need to get done. Get that done, and if you have any issues, call us back, okay? Because
well, I'll do that, but the impersonation is also a crime. These criminals are doing more than one thing to me. They're
from the first thing, and then I gave you the information on that. We went to the next thing,
okay.
And then now we're going to another thing, dude. Like I said,
well, no, what do I do about that? What do I do about the impersonation?
That just handles all your issues. All right, if you need somebody to handle those things, I've already given you the proper tools to handle it. Okay, go talk to a detective. Let them know about the whole.
I'll do that. I'll do that.
Okay, like I said,
but in the meantime, I'm trying to get some action against these stalkers.
I'm helping you out as much as I possibly can help you out, dude. All right. At this point, man, they are calling me over the air because they need me to handle calls that are a little more, crimes right now that need to get handled. All right?
Yeah.
And the stuff that I'm actually have to drive to, they made this something where I have to call you just due to how you are. And like I said, I actually went and talked to you in person, and I have no issues with you. I've dealt with you, and I've had no issues with you, and I've helped you. And like I've said, I have helped you.
Yeah, man, I'm just trying to figure this out. They have to be stopped. I'm scared. It's dangerous.
I straight up helped you out, dude. All right?
All right. Sorry. I'm just trying to figure out a way. I will look up the Cal OES.
I completely get it, dude, and I'm doing everything I can to help you out, all right? So like I said, if you want to do the whole thing with the cyber stuff, go to the Cal OES. If you want to see something about the whole information on the whole impersonating and stuff like that, talk to the detectives. See what they got to say about it, okay? Whatever watch commander that you spoke to, they may have just told you that just to tell you. I don't know.
Yeah, you're most likely right, but I talked to him at length and he said he'd look into it. And that one, it's a big one. It's connected to everything.
He has other fish to fry. He's like, no, let that go to someone else. So he probably just told you what you wanted to hear and just said, cool, we're good. I'm literally telling you, go talk to a detective about it. They may be able to look into that a little further. But like, honestly, the whole impersonation stuff, just remember, anything that has to do with the internet and cyber anything, that Cal OES is going to help you out because they deal with anything that has to do with cyber crimes. And that's technically a cyber crime. Somebody frauding your information and saying, hey, this person is impersonating who I am. That's all cyber stuff too, dude. So just remember that, okay? So everything you're telling me, I've already given you the research you got to go talk to so you can get the help.
All right, I will.
All right, sir.
Thank you.
All right, man. Good luck to you, okay?
Have a good evening. Okay. Think about the specificness of this. Look at the to encourage others to threaten or harass the victim. Definitely what they're doing. And then also threaten or harass the victim personally. That's separate. When he sends me an email calling me a ponytailed faggot, that's cyber stalking. When he posts on my channel that I'm a child rapist and tells everyone to come get me and gives my address and stuff, that's cyber harassment. So he does both. And the impersonation thing, he's far newer than the impersonation account, but he's one of Lou's boys, I'm pretty sure. And Lou was heavy on the impersonation account. Like, he's well represented. Fucking all of them are well represented on there. It was high traffic for a long time. I haven't been to look at it in a while. Let me, we'll go look at it. So, yeah, the channel's still up. My face, my name, it's my service dog, Nibbler. We can read here. It says, vlogging about my struggle as a homeless guy, but my nibbles keeps me strong through tough times. Please subscribe and leave some thumbs up. Colton Wood Vlogs. He's got 415 subscribers, 6 videos, and it says 56,000 views here, but that's not the right number because there were more videos that have been taken down, flagged down, and it's only 6 videos, right? This 20,000, 17,000, 10,000.
About finding it.
Let me take a look. 7 years ago, see? Any business can ask you to leave and you're being a huge a-hole. What a loser. Country living.
I'm sorry, she just walked in and told me I can't be here with my dog? I can't be rude to the workers
1 month
here.
ago.
I've done nothing but order.
George Scott's one of my stalker, like, it's a stalker account. That's Aaron right there.
Have you not been sitting there very long? Have you been sitting there a few minutes? Have you seen me talk to anybody? Yeah, the security guard just said I was being rude to the...
I didn't see that till right now, but that's Aaron.
Service guard with me and he's discriminating against me. I appreciate. It's a service dog. Why are you saying that?
Get over it, dude. Well, no, it's been 10 years. And remember, some of this discrimination stuff predates the YouTube. The YouTube, I lost the first service dog. And I couldn't get the police to do anything about it. And it took time, like, to get frustrated enough to start recording. And I didn't mean to do YouTube. I was just trying to show a lawyer. And I put it on YouTube so I could show the lawyer, and it went viral, and that's what caused everything. The cops all complaining, well, you're asking me to fix all your problem. The stalkers keep bothering me. They keep doing things. I've started with the report about what happened today, and then moved to the fact they've been doing crimes against me every second of every day for years. The impersonation account was 7 years old. These are bad people.